Some devils. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over today. All right. Fix this goddamn camera. Start that fucking thing. As on the goddamn video, MMA fighters are hands down the biggest canoes I've ever seen. Worse than the fat ball guys. And yeah, when I say MMA fighters, what I should have typed in is the UFC fighters, but same fucking shit, right? I think those UFC guys, who's someone, Conor McGregor. I mean, I've seen him, but I wouldn't recognize him if I saw a photo or whatever. But those guys, douchey as fuck. They act like a bunch of fucking little girls and shit. And it's obvious why they got into fighting is because insecure about something. Now I'm sure there's a few that are there's always outliers in every rule. I'm sure there's some that are probably cool as fuck. Vibe I get from what I've seen, but not that I watch it, is douche canoe city. Now don't get me wrong, that sport in general, I can totally see how someone can enjoy watching. That does make sense. I do think it is the ultimate sport, you know, who can win in a fucking actual physical fight. It's not really my thing, but I can definitely see why someone like that way over baseball or basketball or football or anything like that. To me, that seems way more entertaining. But the guys themselves, god damn, canoe fucking city. Can't fucking stand them. So, questions all the way at the bottom of that. First one is Life Eternal. It's got a shitload of question marks. Have you ever met somebody famous and kind of got the fan syndrome where you get all nervous? Little bit. I mean, nobody, I don't think anybody in the metal scene, can't remember. I don't think I ever got that when meeting guys like Corpse Grinder or Alex Webster or, I don't even know if those guys are even considered famous, but I mean, famous in the underground. I think at the time, because when I first met them, I was so young and kind of didn't like. Yeah, I remember when I first met them. I think it was 2001, so I would have been 16. I've only been listening to Cannibal for 4 years. So it was kind of early on, and I don't know, maybe you just kind of took it for granted. Met Kerry King. I met him at a Cannibal Corpse show. I think it might actually been the same night I saw Cannibal Corpse for the first time. It was definitely at the same venue, the Flying Machine. Kerry King was there because I guess he was just I think he was banging some chick from Ohio. That's the story I heard. So that's why he was at that show. I went up to him, got my photo. If I knew he was there, I would have brought my Show No Mercy LP or something like that to have him sign it. But I didn't know. So I just heard everybody saying it, so I went up and got my fucking photo. Next to him in my office or whatever. I'm thinking, I'll dig it up, show you guys Devil's on camera, goddammit. 20 years later, I'm ripping on the guy. But yeah, just calling it like it is, goddammit. But him, yeah, I wasn't nervous. I just thought it was cool. So anyone I would say I'd be kind of nervous would have been the bodybuilding world, whether it been meeting Dennis Wolf for the first time, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, Rich Piano. But I wouldn't even say I was nervous. It was just kind of cool. Luke Sandow, rest in peace when I met him. Because, I mean, it's probably him and Rich Piana. I'd say I would have been the most nervous, but not nervous. Almost just like it was weird because specifically those two guys, you're watching videos on them, or at least I was. They're a podcast, like Luke was doing a podcast all the time. So you kind of like knew their personality. Like you felt like you knew. I'm sure a lot of you guys get the feeling like for me, like you feel like you know me, but I don't know you. So you see what I'm saying? Like with those two guys particularly, I felt like I knew them, but they're just meeting me for the first time. So almost kind of like don't know what to say. So I would consider nervous, but just a little fucking awkward, but kind of in a good way, and kind of like, oh shit, it's cool to finally meet you type of thing, that type of shit. But I've never like sweating and didn't know what the fuck to say type shit. Meeting anybody, I don't think there would be anybody that would get that far either. To be honest with you. Uh, did we fucking do some of these questions yesterday? Some guy had the same question in there. He was asking about the emo music. I know I answered that fucking one. Jacob Brockman. Hey, J Dog, have you ever listened to Lust of Decay? No, but I've seen it come in through the shop. I definitely know who you're talking about. I assume it's like board grind type stuff, but I have never officially listened to them. Poser Metal Records. J Dog calling me out for wearing a man bud while sipping on a coffee at Starbucks. What the fuck? Question marks. It's funny because every time I kind of used that line a few times, calling out like just the hipsters and shit that go to Starbucks, and it seems like whenever I do, people get almost not super defensive, but kind of defensive. I'm like, I'm not saying it like to make fun of you. I'm just saying, did you ever notice that it's the guys? Like a lot of times you go into Starbucks, it's literally just it seems like a bunch of fucking hippies Usually they're wearing skinny jeans. You got the man buns, and you got the like the hipster type glasses on. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, or I don't like the people or anything like that. Not at all. I'm just saying, did you ever notice that? It's never like you never go in there and you see like a fucking biker dude. I mean, at least I haven't. That's all I'm saying. And I've frequented fucking. Actually, I stopped at Starbucks twice in Phoenix. Goddamn it, to get a coffee. While I was in the grocery store out there. They had whatever fucking store we went into. They had one inside, so I'm not like anti Starbucks. You can't have it. Or what a fucking canoe. He goes there. I'm just saying. Anytime I've been inside one, it just seems kind of hipster. That's all. And anytime I point it out, people they get all defensive, like just trying to defend it. I'm like, I wasn't saying it was a bad thing. I was just saying it kind of it attracts a certain demographic. That's all. Chill the fuck out. Hammett Shan Shutter 80. Rather make my instant coffee and watch Coffee House Crime on YouTube while listening to the new Creator 666 in the background, J Dog. You know what's funny? That crossed my mind too, is especially did in Phoenix. Like, I got a fucking coffee that literally all I get is just a regular black coffee, and I throw in 2 calorie-free sweeteners. That's it. So it's probably like the cheapest goddamn thing on the menu. It's got to be the cheapest thing on the menu, right? It was like $6 or something, or like 5.80 or something. And I'm like, I know for a fact that there's people that's kind of like their morning routine. They go to Starbucks to get their coffee every day. I'm like, shit. I mean, unless you're a fucking millionaire, you just got me not to be a millionaire, but unless you have a shitload of disposable income, even then, it just seems kind of like, I guess if you have tons of disposable income, then who cares? But it's like, that's just a waste of goddamn money. Not that I couldn't afford $5 or $6 a day. I could. But goddamn, talk about a total waste of money. I get the big ass fucking thing at McCafe for like what? I don't know. It's at Walmart for like, it's like $12. And it lasts me a month at least. Easily a month. Probably a month. Yeah, slightly like a month, give or take. So let's just say 30 days. 30 days for $12. Let's say you're spending, let's just round it down. Let's say you're spending $5 a day. Go there 30 days a week, 30 times. That's $150. 150 to fucking 12. Like, it's like, what the fuck? I understand if you're on the run. Like, yeah, me, I didn't have a goddamn Mr. Coffee maker with me when I went out of town. I wasn't like, I'm going to pack this with me and make it. No, there's certain times or if you're out and about, yeah, but as your daily routine, just get a coffee maker, brah. Talk about being a moron with your fucking funds. And I sure as hell hope you ain't one of those people fucking pissing and whining about that you're broke and oh shit, money's tight. You got your stopping in Starbucks every fucking day. Makes no goddamn sense. It's like, dude, you're an idiot with money. What the fuck are you doing? You're ripping yourself off every fucking day, spending 100 times the price of what you could be spending on a daily basis. Again, once in a while, yeah, fine. I agree. I do myself. A lot of people, do we talk about Starbucks a lot here? Goddamn, people are bringing it up like a mofo. I don't even recall. What did I say about it? Did I just call it the fucking hipsters? Did I say they defended a lot? God damn it. Like I said Starbucks about something. I don't remember. The video was 3 weeks ago. But it's like, God damn, they're pretty much bringing it up left and right. Just seems like I said, I don't know if defensive is the word. What is the word? Defensive is the word, but not in the way most people think it. Like, they're not getting mad. They just feel like they have to justify what I like. Oh no, well, it's just because of this. Like, they sit there and they have their they sit there with their laptops because of this and this reason. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't say it was bad. I didn't say go lynch them. I just said I thought it as something as an observation that I noticed. Thought it was a little strange. That's all. Goddamn it. Didn't say there was anything wrong with it. Goat 66DB J Dog question. You like Drogheda? They don't get mentioned much, but are a really good grind band from the land, as you put it. Fully aware that they're from the land. I definitely have heard them. I remember it being grindcore that I didn't really care about. From what I remember, it was probably in the vein of like stuff like a Gothic Lee's Phobia. And for the most part, most of that stuff I don't care about. For example, I do like some Phobia releases and some Gothic Lee's releases, but even those two bands alone, they had so many releases. And then there were so many clone bands. Every time I put that style of music on, though, I do generally enjoy it. Like, take a band like Pretty Little Flower, PLF, horrifically stupid fucking name, by the way. You put it on, oh, this is good, entertaining music. But generally speaking, the songs are short. There's a ton of songs, and then there's like a million fucking bands. It's like too much. It's like there's no way I'd be able to remember it all. So I don't go out of my way to kind of collect it. But it's probably like, oh yeah, I'm entertained while it's on, but it's kind of forgettable. Drodhiga, I think they fell into that category. But if not that category, definitely the Forgot More Metal Than You Know, God damn it, because I'm fully aware of Drodhiga. As a matter of fact, I think they did a split CD with Riphead. And Riphead was pretty sure post-Ton. or at least one of the members went on after Ton, but I don't know if it was considered post Ton. They can correct me if Dan, whoever's seen my videos, I think it was Dan that went Redhead or one of the guys. Um, in between when Tone was done and before they reformed. So I think they did a split together. I could be wrong on that, and I want to say that's what I heard. I think there was a split CD, but I know who Rodrigo is, and I definitely have heard him. So Ryan and Zerda too. Jada, my wife just ragged on me in front of the family. Oh yeah, telling them telling them all I like to buy the same record over and over again because I'm a dumbass. It's less stupid than fucking buying a goddamn 100% markup goddamn coffee every single day. I told them they are different versions of collectible. My mom said no one collects that Screaming Demon BS. Laugh out loud. Cheers. Did she actually use the word Screaming Demon? That's how our dad would describe it. But yeah, I mean, they're wrong, but at the same time, I get their mentality, what they're saying, especially since they don't understand it. But it's funny because when people would say, collecting records is a waste of money, or this is a waste of buying CDs, or whatever is a waste of money. But it's funny is like, okay, dig it down. What are you spending your money on then? Again, the only thing that you could justify that's not a waste of money is pure survival things. And even a little bit outside that. Like, for example, like, well, you don't need a car to survive. Well, you technically don't. Like, you're not going to drop dead if you don't have one. But at the same time, you do. Is your job walking distance? You need a job to have money to buy food, and to get to the job, you need a fucking vehicle. So technically, yes, it is a fucking something that is a survival item. You need a car. Now you don't need a goddamn Lamborghini, but you need something you need four wheels that's going to get you from one destination to another, so you can make your goddamn straddle. So a car is in there, a house is in there, food is in there, paying your utilities, heat, fucking electric bill, clothes, obviously. Outside that, yeah, everything else is kind of disposable. I mean, you probably should have health insurance and things like that. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be fucked one day. You know what I mean? That's at least is my luck. I mean, there's guys that haven't had it fucking 30 years, never had a problem. But it's funny because when people say that though, like, oh, well, I never had a problem. It's like, well, you're 20 years old, man. Oh, I haven't had it for 30 years. Well, now you just hit 50. Well, what I'm getting at is you will have so let's say you live to be 90 years old. You telling me you're never gonna have to go to the doctor? You telling me something serious is not gonna happen in that time frame? I damn sure fucking will. Okay, you got away with it in your youthful fucking years. Great. I mean, for the most part, I get away for the most part too. Yeah, you don't technically need it now. God damn fucking phone every time, right, Devils? You technically don't need it now, but you will at some fucking point. So technically, you should have that. I mean, if you're 21 and you're getting by, I mean, I wouldn't. You don't need to race out to go fucking get it today. But that's probably something that's kind of in there as you want to have as considered survival. Um, Outside that, what isn't a waste of money? People go to goddamn Starbucks every day. People buying $200 fucking sneakers, things like that, or clothes that are excessively expensive, or cars that they technically don't need. Like, yes, you need a car, but you don't need a fucking $100,000 vehicle. What you know what a huge waste of money is, and this is probably going to piss off a few fucking people. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine in a sense. People that buy goddamn trucks that gas hogs like a motherfucker that don't need it. If you're not hauling shit around, why are you driving around that gas guzzling motherfucker? Again, if you're driving one of those around, first off, a truck is like what? If you're getting a good truck, a 2020, 23 truck, what are they, like 75, 85 grand? They're expensive as fuck. Okay, cool, you can afford that. Then you're spending at least $100 a week in fucking gas. It's a complete ripoff. You better be making in the upper six figures a year to be fucking doing that. Because then, if you are making up to six figures a year, then obviously you have some disposable income. It's like, at that point, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want with your money. But I see a lot of guys like, I make $50K a year, they're driving around a truck. Well, dude, why are you driving around that rip-off fucking truck? Well, and then they work at goddamn a print shop or something that has no reason. I was like, there's no reason you need that, dude. It's just a complete fucking waste. That's a waste of fucking money. You're pissing away money on gas every goddamn week, and you could be driving around a Kia like me, a Kia Forte, for fucking a third of the price. Makes no goddamn sense. Now, if you're Farmer John and you're fucking shucking corn and hauling hay and stuff like that, or you have a business, a construction worker, well then yeah, you need a truck. Then that makes sense. I get it. But if you're not, you're just going to a 9 to 5 fucking desk job. That's a complete fucking waste of money. And again, if you make $500,000 a year, then okay, whatever. It's kind of a waste of money, but it's a drop in the bucket. You can easily afford it. But if you can't, you're making $50K a year going to a nine to five job. You're completely wasting your money with this big ass expensive fucking truck. I know somebody's gonna fucking go put in the comments. Well, that's me, goddammit. That's fine. I don't give a shit. We can still be buds. I'm just saying. People say things. Ryan's wife's having a field day on her, saying he's wasting his money on records. I'm saying motherfuckers are wasting their money on coffee and trucks. That's what I'm saying. Sitting at the bar is an enormous fucking waste of money too. Again, if you're going out for a social event with your buds every now and then, cool, that makes sense. But if you're looking to drink, why would you pay 100 times markup? Like literally, like you go get a fucking beer, that'll be $6. It's like I could have bought like a goddamn 6-pack for that, or at least 2 beers, whatever. If it's $6, $12, you can definitely buy a 6-pack. Why would you go there and buy that for one drink? Complete fucking ripoff. Does your house suck that bad? Put out like while I'm watching the sports game. You watch the sports game at your fucking house. Go to a gas station, buy a 6-pack, bring it home. That's a complete fucking waste of money too. Again, if it's a night out with the buds, okay, I can understand that. If you're doing it on a regular basis, and I know people that do, it's a complete waste of money. Complete waste of money. So I think you're doing just okay, Ryan. I think it's there are people waste their money way fucking more, in my opinion. Nail Black's back, goddammit. Are you question marks? Are you a picky eater when you're not doing your diets, like a no onions, etc. type of guy? I'm always interested when people are. Keep up the good work. I always was a picky eater as a kid growing up. Now and what I do now is my base. I eat the same foods at the same time all year round. The only thing that changes is the quantities. They go up or down. That's literally it. So I literally eat, for example, like meal number one is like eggs and oats. I eat that literally every single day for the last 13 fucking years. And then every now and then, like if I'm not dieting, I'll allow myself kind of like a free meal, usually twice a week or so. It's at max 3 times a week. So whatever. If I'm in the mood for a burger and fries, I'll have burger and fries. If I want Mexican, I'll go get a burrito and some tacos. If I want a pizza that Friday or whatever, I'll get it. When I'm dieting, not so much. It's kind of like tough fucking shit. Here's your meal fucking plan with the reduced quantities, and you stick with you suffer it out for the 12 weeks or whatever however much time you need to get as lean as you want. So yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not. So I guess I'm not that picky. I'm not a huge fan of most vegetables. I think they taste like ass, but in certain instances, I could just kind of scarf them. I could like get them down if I had to, choke them down in a sense. And I don't eat any organs. Organs are fucking. That's the one thing I won't eat. I think it's fucking just nasty as fuck. Fully aware of that they're micronutrient dense and they're good for you, but I'm not willing to eat them. They smell like ass and look like nasty as fuck. But outside that, I'm pretty, not too much. But as a kid, I was, yeah. Freaking Slayer, question since you just talked about MMA, what about boxing? Less canoes over there in comparison. Yeah, I never really followed boxing, but nobody's ever come off as canoeish to me. Like Mike Tyson comes off as he actually, I actually think he's kind of funny to be honest with you. There's George Foreman, don't know much about him, but know what he looks like. Who's the other guy? Yeah, I mean, actually, now think about it. Yeah, I never followed boxing. I really go on my way, but yeah, never came off as douchey to me. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just when I look at the guys, they look way less douchey to me than the UFC guys by far. And again, I know someone's gonna say, no, so and so in UFC, he's not a douche, and he even likes Don God. Yeah, I'm sure there's exceptions. I'm not saying like if there's a million guys in the UFC right now, I'm not saying all 1 million. There might be 100 that are not. Okay, cool. But I'm just saying the vast majority, what I've seen, look canoe fucking city, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere near them motherfuckers. That's all I'm fucking saying. But yeah, I didn't get that vibe at all from boxing. Never really thought about it, but yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Now, if there's again, I say I don't follow boxing too much. If some guys can go, oh, dude, well, I got this list of canoes. All right, well, didn't know who those canoes were. I'm just going by the main guys I heard of, Tyson and shit like that. Didn't seem douchey to me. That's all I'm fucking saying. But I'm sure there's some in there. I'm sure there's a fucking if there's a million boxers, I'm sure I don't know, 400,000 of them could be complete canoes. I'm sure that's very possible. Definitely not saying that. So don't twist my words, goddamn it. Chadley B. One of the craziest things anyone has ever said is that McCafe is tasty. Good Lord. Someone help this man. What's your, what's your coffee of choice? Folgers, brah, brah? That shit's asshole juice central. God damn, I got me some Folgers a few years ago. Forget why I went off brand. Saw in the store, I'm like, you know what? Switch it up. And I think it was on sale or something. Fucking threw the container away. I was like, oh, God, this shit tastes like fuck. But if I brew my own coffee, yeah, it's generally McCafe, blah, blah. Outside that, Dunkin's not bad and Starbucks is not bad. And I think there might be, and then there's local breweries and shit like that. Actually, there's one in Medina, which is kind of like a mom and pop shop, which I would rather support them than the cafes. The only thing is, it's a little bit out of my way to go get it, and it's way more expensive. So me being a cheapo, because it's just full disclosure, you'll get like the little bag like this, and it is good. It is good. It's good coffee. But that's like $12, and that'll last me say 2 weeks. And I make cafes $12, and that'll last me again easily 30 days. So I'm like, well, just economically, but yeah, if I'd rather support the little guy, but sometimes tough shit. J Dog's wallet comes first. You know what I mean? Well, wow, what the fuck you down with? Goddamn Folgers. I sure as hope it's not Folgers. That shit was horrible from what I remember. Goddamn it. Fucking question marks. Goddamn it. Everybody talking about MMA and coffee. Goddamn it. Shit, you got guys been talking like a motherfucker. Last one, all the way at the top. He's got some question marks in there. Sam Gerwin. Who even goes to Starbucks? Question marks. Waiting behind a line of canoes, waiting for $20 baby formula. It is pricey, I'll say that. And another motherfucking thing, too. When I have frequented there, and it happened in Phoenix, too, it's always some fucking 12-year-old girl working behind the counter, and you can tell that they're getting frustrated with the old fucking dog because I don't know their silly ass fucking lingo. You're ordering like, yeah, and I need grande. How about small, medium, large? Whipped, non-whipped, skim, half skinny, fucking latte, mocha, French dip, fucking caramel syrup. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Large coffee, black. That's all I fucking need. And as the packets of Splendid over on the side, that's all I. What the fuck? You guys are talking Japanese over here. I'm just trying to get a goddamn coffee. They're looking at me like I'm the fucking idiot. It says fucking coffee, and I'm ordering the literally the easiest motherfucking thing on the menu, and you're looking at me like I'm fucking stupid. I'm calling you fucking stupid. And yeah, it is a line of canoes always too, goddamn it. Couch was where's the cop boss? Get in for the morning later, goddamn it.